Yeah,
Yeah.
they'd be like, wham, 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 wham.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when he think it's over, wham, wham.
No ATVs or motorcycles. All right. Haven't been on this trail since, oh yeah, when I first started to try to learn how to ride at UC's, and this trail is wet and muddy. Now, I don't know how much of a ride it'll be on this trail today. Pretty gnarly. View is awesome though. Also haven't gotten much use with the PowerKnobz off-roading yet. Oh yeah, there we go. Not a bad view out here. Wow. Super nice. Very nice. But yeah, so far so good. Except somehow everything's soaked. There we go. Let's continue on. We'll see how far I get. Just looking a little unkept. So let's yeah, we'll go for a tour. Oh yeah, muddy, muddy. Two things I dislike: sand and mud. And rocks combined. So I don't know. Okay, I think today is not the day for this. Thank you. Maybe in a couple days, things have dried up and warmed up, but not right now. I actually haven't been riding in probably a week, so I, you know, through all the slippery shit and challenging shit. But what a better way to test the PowerKnobz. Try that again. For some reason 5.7K, not liking it. So we'll go back to 4K. As I was saying, I've yet to try trail riding with the PowerKnobz yet, but I don't foresee it being too much of a challenge. Oh, a little bit more mud here. A little bit more here. There we go.
Jack, off. Up. Won't wipe out, man. Jack, come on.
Don't know what it is about dogs and EUCs. Just love them apparently. little hidden port in southwestern Ontario. Kind of like a little gem. Not bad at all. So I've got my right leg really locked in, and then left one's kind of locked in, so I can pop it in and out pretty easily. If I really force it, I can pop the right one out, but you know, unless I'm actually going to stop, that leg's not going anywhere. Also, gravel used to really freak me out, but with these pads, no problem. I've yet to try that. There's a hill up there I keep meaning to try, but it is steep and looks a little wet. But yeah, got some nice views, very nice views. Super nice views. Let's go take a look at this little hill anyway, because it's rough and steep. And that last section was real muddy, which makes me think that maybe this section's, yeah, I don't know, man. Oh yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. I think maybe if I had some momentum, I might be able to make it, but that's like that's a climb, man. That's a real climb. Real climb and a lot of mud. And it, yeah, it's soft. Super soft and super slippery. One of my challenges anyway. Bucket list. Get up that hill on the OGS 22. Pretty bumpy piece of gravel here. Wow. bit of a hill here. Before I had the PowerKnobz, that hill was really sketchy for me. Every time I would lean into the top pads, my feet would lift off the pedals, and I would not feel secure at all. I'll definitely have to get some footage at skate parks and trail rides with these knobs. I've actually gotten used to not having the front pads pretty quickly. Yeah, I've definitely gotten used to not having my front pads really quickly. I think that's because when I first started riding, I was almost floating. Like I was never locked into the wheel, so it was almost like riding the razor's edge. Like literally every turn was a holy shit moment for me. But like you know, that's the thrill of EUCs for me, riding that edge, you know, taking that lean as far as you can, taking it to the beeps. I do think that having an S22, riding the S22 has kept me alive, because it's limited me from going really fast, and with the Lynx and the ET Max now, like I keep looking at, you know, people setting speed records, and looks like a lot of fun, but the biggest part of it for me is the fact that I'd like to ride without having to worry about beeps. Like every time I get up to speed, I've got in the back of my mind that, you know, am I pushing 50 kilometers? Am I pushing 60? Am I getting close to the PWM alarms? Like, I do have the alerts set up to head into my comm system in my helmet, but even then it's so startling that all of a sudden, you know, I'm going along at 60, 65 and I get a warning saying I hit 65, and it's like damn, you know, like it just messes with your flow. And that's one thing about EUC riding, is once you're in the zone, like you've got your music playing, the whole world just disappears and you're literally just flying. Like, you don't even think about anything else. You just go where you want to. is a hard thing to explain to people who have never ridden these before, but like I'd say, it's the closest thing you can get to flying. I don't remember who it was. It was another rider said that, you know, if you're continually falling forward, but you never hit the ground, technically, isn't that flying? Because you're always falling forward on an EUC. Always falling forward, and you never hit the ground. I don't know, I just thought it was a very interesting way to look at it. I also went ahead and did a channel rebrand. When I first started doing this, I just wanted to throw up videos for fun, and I still just put them up for fun. But you know, Deep House 2K7 literally has nothing to do with EUCs or, you know, mono wheels or whatever you want to call them, and you know, looked kind of stupid on a logo, so I switched it up to DH7, which was, you know, it was cool, but still really had nothing to do with unicycles. And even before I started watching a bunch of YouTube videos, you know, I always thought like EUC Vibes was a freaking cool name until I saw that, you know, EUC Vibes is a guy out in New York, and but I still like the vibes, because riding a unicycle is, you know, it's all about the vibes and the flow. So MONOVIBEs it is, and the 2kX basically stands for, you know, anything that's going on in the 21st century with unicycles. So it's MONOVIBEs 2kX, and I think that's what it's going to be for the foreseeable future. I guess now I've just got to get some new t-shirts made. The DH7 won't make much sense now, but you know, no big deal. It's a little bit windy. Living out in the country, it's it's kind of limited, the things you can do. Like, if you get country roads that are gravel, or you get highways, and you know, it's just like, it takes you 10 kilometers just to get anywhere, and by the time you get there, you know, you've used up some battery. And I looked at longer range wheels, but I just you know, I just didn't feel like I needed to get a longer range wheel. Riding with my buddy, he's got the Lynx, and you know, he gets probably an extra 20, maybe 30 kilometers of range every time he goes riding, and he's not pushing it hard or anything, but you know, it's definitely noticeable. Oh yeah, one more thing, these PowerKnobz. I really haven't tried seated riding too much with these PowerKnobz. Like, I've never had issues with seated riding with the regular pads. So, also, I don't really, the only time I actually ride seated is if it gets super windy. People's responses are either they're excited or they look at you just like confused. Like, what the heck did I just see go by me? nice. Yeah, nice houses out here. Oh yeah. For sale. Huh. Live at the top of the hill. Actually, the seated riding on this forces me in a position that's a little bit uncomfortable for me. Yeah, puts my butt.
That way, turn, and you're down the marina.
Yeah, no, I parked there.
Pardon?
That's where I parked.
Oh, okay. You had a fishing rod.
No, it's a 360 camera. I'm just driving around and.
Oh, cool. Wild, man. That is wild. You handle that really well. Holy shit.
Third year practice.
Really? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Look at this guy coming around the corner. He's only got one wheel. Hey, what happened to the rest of your bike? Holy
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, you had a hell of an accident.
I thought it was a fishing rod.
Oh, I know. It looks like it, yeah.
That's what we thought. He's going down the marina.
For the lake. He ain't going down
I gotta go that way around.
when he comes back.
Oh, that's crazy.
That is
Yeah,
wild.
it's like a.
So did that clip up the hill for you?
Oh, yeah, it's like a dirt bike. It goes 70.
No shit.
Yeah, I do jumps on it and take it off-roading, and yeah.
No way.
How much is it?
This one was $4,000 when I got it.
Wow.
It was a couple years ago now. I think you can get it now for like $3,000. But
Oh, yeah.
they got newer ones now that go like 100 kilometers an hour. And,
Holy shit.
And
Yeah, good thing for the elbow pads.
yeah, no, I.
Oh, yeah, a couple of things you have to.
The learning curve on this was, you know, probably.
Couple
Yeah.
of wipeouts.
Yeah.
I'm wondering
yeah.
if I'm too old to even start though.
Yeah,
like
you are.
one bad learning curve, and
No.
it's
It only
over
goes
for
it
the
only
old
goes
man.
as fast as you make it go. That's
Yeah,
the
I
thing,
guess
right?
So how do you control? How is the throttle? Like, what's the throttle?
You just lean forward to go forward and lean back
No
to slow
shit,
down.
Eh?
That's
Isn't
it.
that something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, wham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he think it's over, wham.
Yeah.
And that's all your indications, your battery life and stuff like that.
Yeah, it just pops up there when I'm sitting
Nice.
there. Hooks up to your phone through an app, so it checks like your battery and speed and how far you've gone. You name it, it's all on
Right
there.
on.
It's linked up into the comm system, so it tells me stuff when I'm riding.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fun.
that's all right.
First time I've ever.
That's cool.
Cool. All right, have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Isn't this fun? Woohoo! Hmm.